Good morning, beautiful ladies, wonderful gents. I am on a trolley traveling east, west. I don't know. I'm going west, but I choose to do this live stream in dedication to all the new Trumpsters. All the new Trumpsters. It seems like there's a wave of black folks who's really becoming Trumpsters, Trump fans. But back in 2015, you couldn't tell them nothing. But now, this is the new wave. Maybe everybody's getting the bigger picture. Maybe people's getting a broader understanding what this country's about. You know. Good morning, beautiful ladies, wonderful gentlemen. You got Don M-TheeFDMGBoogieman. And we are here. I'm gonna get this view back, but I wanted to just talk to you real quick. Ultimate Trolling Warrior, Dusty Don, Icy Don, aka Hood President. And this is just a message live stream. This is a message live stream that we're doing right now because there's a message in what's happening right now with black folks. It's time for us to get a message about power. Not feelings, not emotions, not what you think, but what power really is. For all the folks who call themselves Democrats, who sat back and they was watching and paying attention to what the Democratic Party was doing in regards to trying to take Trump down. I'm not going to say Trump, I'm going to say Donald down. Trying to take Donald down in a way that they were using their power to take Donald down, knowing that he wasn't going to go down. They knew he wasn't going to be locked up. They knew. But they knew what they had to do. They had to destroy an image enough where they can catapult themselves to be stronger. That's using power. They assumed he was going to get locked up, but he didn't. They used their power to lock the man up, and he did not get locked up. And he ran for office, and he won. And why did he win? Because after all the damage they tried to do, the damage control, we call that damage control. Send him to jail, get him fingerprinted, indicting him. That whole mockery that they did with the people had the people engage in that entertainment, because that's all it was entertainment. At the very end, why did he become president? Because people still supported him no matter what. That's power. We black folks must realize that for us to get power, we must learn to support. The reason why we as black folks don't have no power is because we don't support nothing black. We get celebrities as black, we tear them down, we bring them down. Celebrities, they get up there, they become celebrities, and they tear themselves out, they break themselves down. They join and do the most ridiculous things. We black folks must get it. If we want power, we must earn power. And the only way that you can earn power is by being powerful. And by you not being powerful, that makes you now become a victim because you're not utilizing your power. And I'm not speaking no more in the victim manner. That boy is gone. As I speak as a man, I'm not speaking as a victim. So if we're going to talk as black, we must talk powerful. If we're going to talk black, we're going to talk with intelligence. We're not going to talk with feelings and emotions. We're not going to talk about how I'm feeling, how I'm thinking. We're going to really be on a powerful level of everything, and even as it comes from our emotions and what we think, it's going to be from a powerful level, not from a weaker standpoint. We're going to rise up, but the way that you're going to rise up, you're going to look at the mirror and you're going to decide that this is the day that you're going to rise up. So there's a new wave in town right now. We have Trumpsters, that's melanated folks, that's color folks. because they understand power. They already been through suffering. They've been already through the damage control. But now they recognize what power is. Power is actually respect. No matter how much we say that, oh, this person is not respected, when you get over 1 million people that shows a like to you, then you get over 10 million people that show a liking to you. 50 million people. I mean, I think that says respect. So it's no more denying that what the name calling that we try and use and the words that we use and everything that we say, we have to realize that it's not really, it's void and null. It's null and void when it comes to power. It's like being at a press conference for the boxing, and you got one guy, he's real poised, you got the other guy, he's so turned up, he's in the man's face, he's trying to, the other guy's just so poised, and then when they go into the ring, he just knocks. That's what power is, because power is when you have your mind right, not emotions. A lot of people have their emotions right, and a lot of times your emotions come out. Then when you come across a powerful person who has a certain level of control, just like a little cat or a dog, you might whimper off. And that's what we're moving on right now. And there's a lot of black Trumpsters out there now, and a lot of people in the next year or so, they actually going to have a change of mind and change of heart as well, because everything that they assumed and thought and taught, taught and thought. Because a lot of people teach and then a lot of people think. So a lot of people say things and then other people embrace what they said and it become their thoughts. Racist, this, that, hate women, da. Because they try to put a thought in the air with the election that black men can't support a woman. They try to plant that seed in your head because that's what that's the narrative that they want to roll with right now. They trying to show divisiveness. They want you women to think that men, especially black men, don't want leadership from a woman. But when you look at every single football player, every single basketball player, they will always say, I like to thank my moms for hanging in there and doing this and doing their moms, their mother. They always give praise to their mom for being a strong black woman and holding out the household. We live in Section 8, we live in the projects, and they always constantly building up their moms. And so once we realize that we live in a country that most men build up their moms more than they build up their fathers. They raise up their moms before they raise up their fathers. They raise up their moms before they raise up them. It's not about leadership. They can't be underneath leadership. Because most of these boys, that's all they've been, underneath women's leadership. But what do happens is you have a group of people who don't want that type of leadership. And that's what they don't want. They don't want to be represented by that. So like I say, there's a lot of folks that's now become black Trumpsters. There's a lot of younger folks that came on the trolley right now, so it's definitely going to get loud. So that's what's happening right now. There's a lot of young folks that's on, so as this live stream is now getting a little bit loud, it's just because there's younger folks that's on, and I really think that young folks should be on school buses. Like I say, man, I don't believe that public transportation should be for everyone. Public transportation should not be for everyone. When in school, I think we should utilize more of that private business. That's a business, and I think that's a great business. You know what I'm saying? That's a dope business. So where we at right now is like we're on the trolley. We talk about black Trumpsters. We talk about folks that turned their way and be as supporting Trump. Look at I would like to hear from Nas on this situation. You know, Nas has been very quiet, right? Is Nas quiet on what was his viewpoints on the election? What was his viewpoint on Trump being a candidate? What was his viewpoints? Did he make a song? You know, remember my president's black, but it was called Black Republicans. I want to know what Nas have to say about this election. Because I know there's a lot of folks in the next 3 years who's going to really start swaying towards that dude. They either going to want to assassinate him, or they're going to truly start swaying towards that man. Because either that man's going to do some completely retarded stuff, or he's going to do something that's going to make these black folks really tilt their heads. Watch the Trumpsters, watch the black Trumpsters that start coming out. How do you know? When you watch Pan-Africanists do their live streams and they asking you questions about, is he going to benefit black folks? With that question. Why is that even a question? That shouldn't even be a topic. That should be how, as Pan-Africans, you can build. Why are you not building? Everything that anybody who speaks about being a Pan-African, they should not be trying to get views off of Trump if they have no ties, no bridge to him, or don't want no bridge, or they hate him, or they say he's a racist. They should be just having all their live streams of how they are building up infrastructure for all those people who don't follow that wave of being a Trumpster. Not using it as just a way just to have conversation. I don't do that. What I'm doing is we organizing the Inauguration Day March meeting, DC, and we want to demand, not just demand, but we want to force these issues. And these issues are going to be addressed, and our issues are going to be worldwide. So that's what's happening right now, because we're definitely dealing with issues with our younger generation must see that type of impact. I'm asking you, what you think about 50 Cent? 50 Cent didn't want to do the RNC. He didn't want to do the Republican National Convention because Trump hit him up and Trump was going to give him $1 million. Offered $1 million and a few dollars, many other times, but he wanted 50 Cent because he knows 50 Cent and he knows 50 Cent to be a Republican. He wanted 50 Cent to perform at the National Convention. But 50 Cent, unlike, what was that singer who did it? Michelle, I forgot her name, but the beautiful woman who sang Ashton Martin Music. Who's that chick? What's that chick? What's her name? I seen her perform. She's good. She's really nice. She got mad skills. That's great. You know what I'm saying? She got mad skills. But I'm saying that Trump got paid her and she performed. And then everybody murdered her. They cut her off. They tried to cut her off. You feel me? All the people that she was doing all the little things for, they cut her off. That's the evil. Because she showed her love, well, show her, she was a Republican probably before Trump. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But she performed and they murdered her. So 50 Cent's like, nah, they ain't gonna murder me. I got too much going on. I got all these shows. I got some things coming to work. I don't want them to start murdering me. You're not president right now. I can't do that. But once he became president, where he's at, right there on him, like, yo. But you should have performed. 50. If you would have performed, that would have been historic.
We can't connect the cord. That's what I can't. I'm trying to do, but it's not.
If you would have performed Many Men, Wish Death for Me at the RNC, that would have been one of the greatest shows ever, dog. You messed that one up. And that's what I'm saying. Can a woman leave the country? Maybe so, because they're willing to take that extra step, without, really caring. I guess our men are a little bit too soft. They're too much more concerned about their bread. He didn't want to mess up his bread. Come on, man, you should have did that. That was historical, my dude. But like I said, there's a lot of new Trumpsters out here. There's a lot of Trumps out here. There's a lot of new Trumps out there. I remember when I was watching the Republican debate back when he was going against, I think Hillary. When he was going against Hillary, I was in the house watching the debate. Donald Trump has actually, when you actually take time out to give a person flowers and respect, in the last 12 years, he's honestly outworked many. He outworked millions of people put together.
Oh, yeah. So I'm sorry, you're on the right.
He's been running in office. He's been running for office since 2015. Straight through. He's been campaigning and rallying since 2015. I don't think y'all really know how rich that man really is. So. Once he takes that wave, that rally money, he never want to stop. Even as president, he was rallying. That's why he just back on the trails. That's why he did 3-4 rallies in seconds. He has airplanes to do it. He has the jets to do it. So what I'm telling you is that he's a different breed. He's really a different breed. This man has ran and out of he won 2 times. Out of 12, I'm exaggerating with years, but out of 10 years of him being in the spotlight, he won 2 presidencies. All he got to do right now is not get killed. That's all he got to do right now, not get killed. But I'm telling you that he has nothing else to do except for really answer the needs of the American people, especially the American men. The black American men, because Trump knows that he's made a shitload of money with black men. He knows that black men have shown him enough love. Quiet as kept. Much as they might say he's racist, they showed him enough love by taking their little dollars and going to that so-called racist casino. That's what I'm saying. If anyone in their time of living think that Trump was a racist and they was taking their money to his casinos and at that time they felt he was a racist, I have no respect for you. I actually wish that you kill yourself. Because for you to really come out and say that he was always a racist, but you always was going to the casino, and then you blame him for the casino going downhill. You blame the casino for going bankrupt. And you was going to the casinos, and you said it was doing good when he was there, and you was giving this racist your money, and you felt he's racist then. You was part of the problem too. That's how he felt. So this is what I'm saying. All those folks who now saying as you now running with that racist game, you're real corny. I lived in a house with a woman, and all she kept saying is that, you know, she was basically a compulsive gambler. She was a compulsive gambler. And as she proved to be a compulsive gambler, but she also hated Trump. And then she also blamed Trump for the chaos of that took place of the casinos. She blamed him for going bankrupt. But she called him a racist at the same time. So I'm like, but why was you taking your kids and your money to that racist man's business? I'm not understanding. It's not making no sense. And that's what I'm saying about most black folks. They really don't make sense. That's why I'm saying they will be flip-flopping. They will be flip-flopping real soon. If Trump visits Pennsylvania, and if Trump visits Philadelphia, and really salutes Philadelphia and Pennsylvania as a whole, and salute these black folks are going to flip-flop, and they're going to be Trumpsters ASAP. I promise you. Because Trump has to come in and show love to Pennsylvania. Trump has to go to Georgia. All those states that he won, that he normally didn't, that the Republican Party normally didn't win, the little Wisconsin, he's definitely going to come here. And if we have demands on the table, if we have an agenda on the table, if we have the people on deck without the hate, I guarantee you by 2026, the black folks will be Trumpsters. It will be more Trumpsters than ever because black folks are flip-floppers. I want to debate with Umar Johnson on folks that being the most biggest flip-flopping race ever. That's a good debate, Umar. Let's debate on that. Black people in their true position of black power. Do black people really want black power? Umar, we could debate about a lot of shit and keep it simple. I don't want to be too complex, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not. I'm a dropout. But back to the black Trumpsters. Watch Umar Johnson become a. He gonna show his Trumpster. He gonna show his Trumpsterism. I promise you. Umar Johnson's gonna show his Trump. He's gonna show that he was always a Trumpster. Y'all know he was a Trumpster. He wasn't for the Harris wave. You know he's a Trumpster. That's why he said I'm independent. Yo, look, I had a conversation with him. I know he's a Trumpster. I know he's a Trumpster. Don't let that black power shit fool you. Alright. Don't let that black power stuff fool you. At the very end and the beginning of these days, once you learn how to respect what power really is and understand what power is, you ain't really totally against what you know is powerful. If you was a really bad, if somebody can really back Umar Johnson in that corner and truly get that answer from him, yo, honestly, you don't vote, you don't have to vote, but who would you really shift your attention to in regards to respecting as a president? Would it be Kamala or would it be Trump? He would say Trump. Give an answer. He would say Trump over Kamala. He would say Trump over Hillary. He would say Trump over Biden. Umar's a Trumpster. And once Umar Johnson reveals and come out the closet of who he really is, I promise you, there will be more Trumpsters. He already showed he's a diddler. So watch when he shows that he's a Trumpster. And to be honest, Umar, it would do you justice to come out the closet right now. It would do you justice to pay me my bread. It would do you justice to do right by me. And then as we move forward, it would do you justice to stand on that stage when Trump comes in to address Philadelphia. It would do you justice to be on that stage with Trump. Just like Kanye West. Yes, son. Just like Kanye West. It would do you justice to stand with Trump. Umar, if you want anything of a school, if you want anything of respect, the smartest thing you can do right now is do what Kanye West did. Run right to that Trump Towers and get that photo out. Can y'all imagine Umar Johnson taking a picture just like 50 Cent? Next cheek to cheek with Trump? Can you imagine that photo? Hope my nose clean. I can imagine that photo. I really can see Umar. This how Umar Johnson's going to paint it, especially if Umar Johnson, if somehow, some way he catches this right here. Now that he was painted like this, now that Trump is in office, I want to have a conversation with him. This is how Umar's going to paint the picture. This is how I'm going to show you. I promise you, he's going to do this. I promise you, out that man's mouth, he's going to say these words. He's going to say he's going to say that he needs to have Donald needs to have a conversation with Umar in regards to black people and their needs and black jobs. Watch Umar Johnson now try his best to do a puffy move, puff up the chest and act like he's a big man and representing us people by saying that Donald Trump must have a conversation with him in order for him to get the respect of the black people. I promise you, in these next 4 years, those words are going to come from that man's mouth. There's no way that he can run from it. Umar Johnson will do that little okey-doke move. Hey, folks, hit that like button as you go in and out, folks. Because I need Umar to get this message. I need Trump to get this message. And I need more and more of you folks to get this message. So please hit that like button as you go in and out. So if you go out, it's okay. But just hit the like button as you come back in, hit that like button. Because right now we talk about Umar Johnson, and he's definitely a Trumpster. And I want you to know that. Thank you. I want you to know that I know the game plan with Umar. He's going to do some old sneaky okie doke move, yo. He's going to say that Trump must have a conversation, be in communication with him. Well, he's going to say conversation because he's a con artist. Umar Johnson is going to truly say that Donald Trump must come to him and have a conversation. He's going to say, maybe you can meet me at the FDMG school. But he's going to say that. Why? Because he knows the opportunity when he's here. He's going to show his true colors about him being a Trumpster. And for all you Democrats, I want you to understand that this man went through 3 elections, 3 super duper close races. There's no reason for you to be hating this man. If you hate him and you say he's a racist, you hate him, you say he hates this country, then go try and kill him yourself. Otherwise, it's now time for you to now play the game. It's called Royal Rumble. And we must learn how to be part. He liked the UFC fight, he liked the wrestling, he likes all that. It's time for us to learn how to play this game. It's chess, not checkers. It's not about emotions. It's about how you're going to get power. And the only way we're going to get power is by playing with the powerful players. Playing in the same game with the elites. Not being in the backfield talking about it. Watching the analyzing and breaking down the analytics. No, that's not going to do nothing. What's going to do us justice? Hold on, man. I got you. Oh, you got it? Okay, thank you. Thanks. I just want y'all to see, because this dude was sitting next to me. I want y'all to see we jumped up and got before me. And he's next to me, shaking his head up and down. That was his sister. She was sitting in front of me, the little cute baby. I was like, hi. And hold on. He's getting back on. Okay. And so this guy, and this, thank you. So my man right there, bless him. You heard? I jumped up. You heard? So, like I say, folks, watch the black Trumpster show their true colors. Yo, did you go vote, dude? Did you vote?
Yeah.
You did?
Trump.
You vote for Trump? Okay, now what you think about black folks in the next year and a half? You think there's going to be more folks that's really going to be coming up as black people coming out saying, I'm a Trumpster now, I'm a Trump.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
You think? See, they say he got more black voters this year than any time, right?
Yeah.
So
the black community did jump on him. They went off with him.
Can I?
It's like, yo,
Can I?
He pretty much did this. Like, he brought the U.S. more jobs. He ain't a punk ass bitch like Biden was. Biden, he looked like a weak old man. And Trump will end the war with Russia, you know what I mean? And a lot of things. He's a strong man that's going to get shit done. He's going to run a country like a business. And that's what we need.
And so, like I said, the title of this video right here is, I believe, there will be more black Trumpsters coming out the closet.
Yeah.
And so,
there was a lot of people, I got a lot of black friends, and a lot of them fucking for Trump too. Democrats, just like they used him, because he was a career politician. Kamala Harris was a career politician. Kamala Harris, she was going to be a puppet.
This Riley Turner, right?
I respect her. Like, she had a fucking banging-ass career and all that. But,
Not in regards to running the country.
Not running the country. But she did her thing. She went all the way up the scales. And for 60 years old to do what she did, I do respect that.
And honestly, I'm glad you even said it because I agree with you. I respect it too. I respect a lot of these women who really, move up in the rank and they get that opportunity. But it's just when it comes to that high level,
you need a man in shorts. I hate to say that. This is a truth.
And this is. Hold on, bro.
Maybe things will change later, but not right now.
And it's not
right now. We need strong. Like that's what we need. And you gotta pick the better of both evils. Which way?
The better of both. You heard? I hate when people say he said the better of both. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just crazy. It's sad that we doing with evils, but what makes them so evil? I'm about to get off. But what makes
no, I'm just saying, because people like to talk
shit. They like to talk that shit.
You know what I mean? So, you pick the better of both. Whatever you think's gonna work. And Trump, I think's gonna work. Because look how old he is, and he's still wanting to.
He's looking good on it too, right?
Yeah.
I agree, buddy. Thank you for that. It's a big time, man.
Yeah.
Peace, bro. Peace, man. One love, man. For real. All right, hold on, G. Hold on, sorry. Hold on. Yep. All right, folks. I have some bags in my hand. It's about to grip. So, forgive me, folks. I didn't really want to go live, but I had to. Let me get this camera back on me. Let me see. Yeah, man. Like I say, man. This is hood politics. What I do is called hood politics. Okay? We bring a neighbor back into the hood. We bring a neighbor back in the hood. I want y'all to really understand that's where we at. I caught him over my shoulder and I seen him, shaking his head. I see him. So I said, you know what? And the next thing you know, the lady went through that situation. So he jumped up to show love. And so I said, let me put you on my camera, bro. This is hood politics, baby. Hold on, folks. Let me get myself situated. Let me put this on so I'm not getting over. Well, you know what? Let me put everything in here. Put you in here. Okay. And I'm gonna carry you like this. Let me put you in here. Got my pretzels, you heard? So we about to go to work. I got too much stuff. I had to pick up some other stuff because I wanted a pineapple. I like pineapples. I always hated pineapples when I was growing up. Pineapple cake, all pineapple shit, I hated. But now, I'm so in love with pineapples, it's crazy. Chilling, man. When you got good energy, people see you and they just be part of your life, you feel me? So, I'm carrying this bag, so forgive me, folks. That was a good interview, you know what I'm saying? I hope he was heard. I hope you was able to hear him. I hope he was heard, not in from no negative perspective, no negative ears. And trust me, I am a person looking to listen for that shit. But it was nothing negative from the words that he was saying, all the way to the fact that he had to even give Kamala respect, like he respects her career. And it was sincere. White men love black women. They always lust over y'all. So don't get nothing twisted. It's just the fact that when it comes to something on this nature, they really not gonna go for it. Once you understand that white men, white America itself is gonna stand up itself. And they just needed black people to wake up. And black people show that they are awakening. Now there's a lot of brain dead people still. Because they are brain dead because they don't want to lose what they are given. They don't want to go out there and get nothing. They don't want to go out there and make something happen. They don't want to lose what they hate and they disagree with and they think it's doing a bad job. They don't want to lose what they are giving them. That sounds crazy, right? They hate what they hate the people that is giving them what they don't want to lose. They think the people are doing a terrible job. but they don't want to lose what they are given, what these people are giving them. That's some weird shit. To be complaining about something so much, but don't want to lose what they are giving, what these people are giving you. You don't want to lose it. Y'all need to watch the movie Glory. Take time out, watch the little scene with Denzel Washington when he tells all the troops to tear up the check. He said, tear it up. He told all the troops to tear the checks up. We ain't fighting this war for this check. We fighting this war because we are soldiers. We are here. We are men. It's principles. And that's what you folks just vote for no real principles. You go and live and work jobs with no real principles. You go shop and be consumers with no real principles. And that got to come to the end. And what's the wake-up call is when you have people that's in power that's going to force you to be a better person. They are forcing you to be a better you. And you have issues with that. I want to be around people that's going to force me to be a better me. Why would I want to be around people that's going to make me worse? That's like going to jail. I want to be around people that makes me a better me. I want to be around people that really force me to push myself more to be a better me. And that's what makes you great. And once we learn that and become that, then there's no stopping us. But until then, we hurt ourselves. So, folks, how many folks out there who disagree, who don't like, who are not a Republican right now, who's not a Trump person, who don't like that dude, who don't like his stand, what he stand on? How many of you think that you might completely do a shift if he pulls out the hat, Ice Cube's plan, and really have that meeting with Ice Cube on one of these podcasts? What would that make you have a little raise your eyebrow if Ice Cube and Trump be live on the podcast discussing the black agenda? Well, that's what we organizing for, folks. We're going to make that possible. That's why we need you to support this. Would that make you raise your eyebrow and be like, yo, he actually really did, sit back with Ice Cube and really put together this black agenda? He really did. I still need a little bit more likes because that's not going to help out enough. I really do need a few more likes, folks. A few more. A few more won't hurt. A few more likes won't hurt. But like we said, how many people you think is going to start swaying and changing their minds within the next year? Do you think that if Trump did something real huge for Black History Month, being that everybody was talking about him trying to pull away our history, do you think that Trump would do something for Black History Month if it was really pushed? I'm talking about on a huge magnitude, to reach out to try and suppress trying to galvanize more Black support. not for him, but more so for the Republican Party for the next president? Do you think that he would be able to secure a spot for the next Republican candidate to get in office? See, that's what a lot of people got to understand. Do you think that he's just in this for the next 4 years for himself, and he won't give two flying fucks about the Republican Party? Or do you think that he's going to go out there? Do you think that he's going to go out there and do what he can for the next 2, 3, 4 years to make sure that the Republican Party gets the right candidate in office again? That's something deep. I want y'all really try to break that down for yourself. Do you think that he's really in it for himself 100%? Or do you think that he's want to make sure that that Republican Party remains in office? And that's where I'm at right now. I really think that he's going to start playing some cards. And if he play these cards and we play our cards right, I believe we win. So how many black folks is going to ride the wagon of fuck Trump? He's a racist. I don't like him. F him, F him, F him, F him. Or how many other people going to ride the wave like, yo, he's the president. Yo, this is what we got to get. That means how many people are going to become civilized? How many people is willing to become civilized? That's what I'm really asking. How many of you folks is willing to become civilized when it comes to what's happening right in our face? Civilizing enough where we have control of it. This is an opportunity right now for black people, just like when we had slavery. When we had slavery, folks, understand, when we had slavery, the opportunity came, whatever way it came, and we had to embrace and run with it. But it's now time for us to really, really figure out how we're going to play this game. Are we going to keep playing this game as victims and in 2025 as victims and like we suppress and our backs against the wall? Or are we going to come out with like real true Jordans, Michael Jordans and Mike Tyson's and Larry Holmes and Muhammad Ali's? Are we going to come out like true Jesse Owens? Are we going to come out like true champions? Debbie Gibson, for those who don't, I went to ice skating. You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna come out like true champions? Or are we just gonna put, are we gonna, or are we gonna just completely crumble? Now, now people out there believe that black people is gonna completely crumble. Why? Because they believe that black people are too emotional. They believe that black people, understand? They believe that black people don't know what to do. They believe that black people just gonna run and want to hit the streets and be mad. But that's why I say leadership comes from different angles. And for this person to be stating these facts, which is cool, whoever they are, they probably some, super troll, but whoever they are, let's just say they are who they are. And this is what they mean. It's time for a person like myself to rise up and prove them all wrong. Not in a brute manner, but in the manner where it's respected. And that's where we at right now. I want the world to be looking at black people in the manner now where they like, yo, y'all had your time. Y'all didn't do much. You just complain. And then I want us to out of nowhere skyrocket and just blast through that glass shield. That glass ceiling. We got to blast through it. And that's why it takes a different type of energy and wave that comes from the bottom up. I'm at the bottom. I'm not speaking to you today and tomorrow for no reason. I'm speaking to you because I've been speaking to the people. I've been speaking to the people since birth. When I was in my mom's stomach in my mom's womb, she realized, yo, I must let this boy be who he's going to be. She told me, I had to just let him be. Just let him be. Okay? And as I came out the womb, she just allowed me to be. She always pull your pants. I mean, she always checked me, but I'm talking about like, yo, I didn't have to worry about you. I just knew that you was going to be able to take care of yourself. And so if I'm able to take care of myself, then I believe that she believes that I'm strong enough to be able to move forward in this manner too. And so, folks, we're going to prove these people wrong. We're going to prove Dmitry Popov wrong. We're going to prove all these people wrong. The Chinese people, the Asian people, the Latin people, they all looking at us funny right now. All the black people do is whine and complain. Or whine and complain. That's how they look. But when these new black Trumpsters come out, and these black Trumpsters start doing things for the black community to get down, to start playing the game right, I guarantee you in a year's time frame, there's going to be a different type of Republican Party. Can you just imagine if 35 to 40% of the Democrats switched over to the Republican Party? And that should be the end goal of Trump. It should not be about trying to prove anything right now. His goal, his game plan, his whole goal should be trying to persuade more black men, especially, want to go and vote and register as a Republican. If Trump can get 30% or 25% of those black men that did not vote, but are registered Democrats, but did not vote this time, if he can get them to register as a Republican, forget about all the Democrats that's registered and they went and voted. Forget about their vote. But if he can get all those men, black men, who are registered Democrats to become registered Republicans, I think he would have more, because I think in the last few elections, a lot of black men wasn't really voting. And so, but they might be registered. They might even get registered as a year, but still might not vote. So if his job right now is to persuade them to get in the ring with him, I guarantee you the Republican Party is going to get 2 terms. See, I'm trying to help you understand the way it works, because I'll be watching the timeline of elections, and Republican Party, they get their 2 terms in. Remember George Bush, the Republican Party get back-to-back terms all the time. They haven't had a back-to-back in a minute since George Bush Jr. So it's time for their back-to-back. I want y'all to understand the Republican Party. Mark my words on this. Next year, whoever is the Republican president, next term, next voting season, whoever is running for the Republican Party will be president. Whoever that candidate is, if there would be another election after this election. Now, what? Why? I've been saying that because, like I said, I think this election, 1, it might not even happen, and 2, like you said, many men wish death on me. Now, I need y'all to get this book, Atlas Shrugged, man. I really need you to get this book, Atlas Shrugged. Go on YouTube, Google the movie, watch the movie. The movie is better to watch. Watch the movie because they Hollywood it a little bit. So the book name is Atlas Shrugged. Go watch the movies on YouTube. Atlas Shrugged. They have part 1, part 2, I think part 3. You can watch all 3 straight through, but it's really the main part of the movie is what I don't want to give up, but the main part of the movie is why I think that Diddy's not in jail. So it's like 25% of my body, mind, and soul don't think that Diddy's in jail, because I have knowledge of that book, Atlas Shrugged, and I've seen that movie. So I don't think that Diddy's in jail. So I say that because this could be that could have been the last election, and Trump could have been like the last elected president, and they might stage they might, they already did. You gotta understand what they this is Hollywood. So listen to my words now. And I don't want to say this because I'm not trying to, but I gotta say this. But he already had 2 assassination attempts on his life. So they're painting the picture. So we just seen two. They already tried to send them to jail. We done seen like little segments of the movie. The big movie's about to happen now. I think that Donald Trump might get Hollywood assassinated. I think that he might get assassinated. Okay, they already showed two attempts on him. This is, to me, I look at this as a stage. I always look at life as a movie. And in the life of him, he might be the last elected president. And this election might not even really truly go down. And so my whole theory is you need to look at the movie Atlas Shrugged, and then you understand why I said that. This shit is deep. When they talk about elite, y'all still be thinking bottom. When they talk about elite is a type of level where they write history. They write the mindset that you live. They write your mindset by a stroke of a pen and putting it on what you watch every day and read every day. So if they want him to be where they want him to be, that's where he be. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's where we at right now. We are at this level right now where we must really get organized. We can't get caught up with all this buffoon shit no matter what, because Trump might not make it through the whole presidency. And then that energy itself. Now, it's not saying, like I said, you watch the movie, read the book. Because I don't think he's going to be dead neither. But in the eyes of the people, he's dead. Eyes of people, he's dead. They're going to Tupac him. They're going to Elvis him. Just to make the people really support that Republican Party. That much more. Like, damn, look what the people did. They're going to make that pity shit work. That pity's going to work. So, folks, don't get nothing twisted in regards to what this Hollywood shit, because Hollywood is politics. Hollywood is entertainment. Hollywood is sports. Hollywood is everything that you see on your TV. That's all Hollywood. Don't separate none of that shit. It's all Hollywood. Arnold Schwarzenegger was what? Hollywood. Ronald Reagan was what? Hollywood. Donald Trump is what? Hollywood. So I want you to understand that this situation is deeper than what you can imagine. If Trump make it, that's what's up. If he make it through the 4 years, I guarantee the next president will be a Republican. And it'll be a black person. They got their strategy. Are we going to play the game and play the wave or not? Thank y'all for your listening ear, your support. Talk to you a little later on. Peace. What up?